It's going to be fairly hot this weekend, and I'm not supposed to use the arm and shoulder for anything heavier than 5 pounds. So I'm going to continue with my my organization kick and finish making some organizers for my toolbox drawers and some stuff for the house, and I don't know, just get my nerdy on, do some designing, do some printing, and try to stay somewhat cool and out of the heat and not hurt my shoulder or get in trouble with the wife, because really that's my goal every weekend, is not to get in trouble. So this is a continuation of some of the projects I've been doing for the last like 8 weeks, 9 weeks, as I've healed. It's just, I find that I have to do something. If I don't do something in the shop, then it makes me crazy. I'm not a one-trick pony, I swear. As soon as I'm able to, I will get back to throwing some lumber and doing some turning and making some projects. Just before the weekend started, I put the bikini top on my Jeep and put the half doors on. Just a little bit of shade for the hot weather. I think it really made her look nice. Alright, back into the shop and making stuff for my push to organize my life. When someone tells you you have enough clamps, they're liars. You can never have enough clamps. My trusty plywood finish material. 3 coats. Alright, here we go. Now this is the same drawer that I put the end mill bits in. Yeah, really nice. Here is the ER32 collet adapter that goes into my lathe. The wrench, I got a set of mics, extra battery, some feeler gauges, and now as you can see, I actually have more room here than I have collets. These are not super expensive, but I mean, I don't need a full set yet. Mostly I've been using these in turning some rod stock to make things like my buddy Jake's pins and things like that. And so one of the issues that we have is the 3-jaw chuck. To get it completely center without any runouts, a royal pain. And I use the 3-jaw chuck all the time instead of the 4-jaw. And so swapping back and forth between the 3-jaw and the 4-jaw is a pain in the butt. So what's easier is to drop this adapter in and then just use the ER32 collet for whatever material that I happen to be using. And right now it's basically like 1 inch, 3/4, 7/8, 3/8, that sort of size material. So that's the collets I have. I don't have any metrics yet, but we are a metric friendly household, so I will, I'm sure, use some metric rods. So I went ahead and I made space for them. But yeah, I'm real happy with how this drawer turned out. Now there's 3 drawers on this. This, of course, is drawer number 2 and drawer number 1. So yeah, everything in this rolling toolbox, which is basically just tool support for my tiny little home machine shop. Everything is organized and we're good to go. I'm real happy with all this. So I did a little toolbox organization for standard metric long sockets, as well as standard metric pneumatic sockets, and then these are some spares I didn't want to get rid of. Organize my wrenches. This is my standard stuff, and from everything from my X wrenches to the little bitty carburetor wrenches, and this one super special wrench that you need if you have a Jeep, trust me. To some other boxed in crow's foot and stubbies. Ooh, it's hot today. I mean, not Africa hot or Texas hot, but hot enough that I had to turn on the fan for the first time in the shop this year. So it's like 95 outside. Whew. I know that's absolutely nothing to you folks in Phoenix or New Mexico or Colorado or even New York right now. But it's hot for Seattle. Oh yeah, don't tell anybody, but we don't have any snakes or bugs or like biting flies. And people talk about it raining here. It actually rains more in Houston per inch every year. Think about that. I'm not saying move here, but think about that. A bunch of people have asked about projects using the new router table wing And I haven't really posted any, mostly because there's nothing in there. But that all changes today. I got a smoking deal on a 3¼ horsepower router that fits right into the lift. I mean, I paid like $200 for this thing, and I am absolutely stoked. So that is my project for this August hot Sunday afternoon. Man, look how beefy that thing is. Alright guys, so I have a little bit of a quick tip. So this plug is down inside the dust catch box underneath the router. And knowing from past experience, trust me on this, sawdust, especially flying around, is super flammable. So if your plug comes apart a little bit and somehow it arcs, I mean it goes boom. So make sure that when you put that together, use a copious amount of electrical tape on this joint. Like so. It's also my suggestion that you do this to your Christmas lights in the yard or around the house when you put them up for Christmas. Some people don't. I would suggest that you do it. I also picked up 3 of these anti-fatigue mats that are a 1/2 inch thick from a local Woodcraft for like $17.99 each. I'm pretty pleased about that. I got this one in front of the chop saw and the radial arm saw. One of our puppies isn't exactly genetically equipped to eat off the floor. Our female Frenchie, Truffle, she has an underbite and she has a long tongue and she kind of gets food everywhere. So my wife asked me very graciously and nicely to make a table or a stand for the food bowl to help Truffle out. Coming along. However, after 10 hours, we're at 49%. This may be the only one of these that I print. After almost 17 hours of print time, I'm pretty happy how this turned out. So, yeah. Let's go see if it works. Man. It's like my wife should pay me to engineer for her. Alright. Success. I finished out the weekend accidentally repping for Subaru. I was wearing some sweet new patches and my Subaru shirt at Trader Joe's and had a lady ask me all sorts of questions about her car, and even after I told her that I wasn't a Subaru employee, she still asked me questions.